Tank, what happened? Why you in the wheelchair?
Shit happen all the time. Should be happening.
Hey,
Why am I right?
Wait,
No.
we got that fight coming up.
You gotta beat it, bro.
We got that fight coming up for sure.
What happens when the kingmaker turns against his own creation? Floyd Mayweather, the undefeated legend who built Gervonta Tank Davis into a boxing superstar, just crossed the line in the most shocking way possible. Reports are flooding in that Floyd attacked Tank so badly that it sent him straight to the hospital, forcing him to cancel his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach. But why would Mayweather go after his former protégé like this? And what's really driving this brutal fallout between boxing's biggest stars? Buckle up, because this story isn't just about fists flying, it's about betrayal, egos, and a rivalry that's spiraling completely out of control. Nobody saw this coming. Gervonta Davis was all set to face Lamont Roach in what was supposed to be a major fight to kick off his final year in boxing.
Beat his ass.
You can't do shit. Wait,
For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was
All that
quiet,
ski
y'all
mask
was, if
and
y'all
all
was
that.
loud.
We got the
y'all
whole
was
hood
fucking
over there,
talking
Tank.
Like, twist it up. I don't give a fuck
Y'all
about none
can
of
do
that.
whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none
My
of that.
mother, he
I don't
can't
care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
Y'all
gonna get
under
f***ed
y'all
over here.
face
When do
up.
what do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop
Tell
nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee
I can't.
he pay for it.
I
guarantee
don't-
he
I
pay
can't.
for it. I guarantee it.
Calm down.
Come
Calm
to the
down,
fight.
brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna
Come
get
to
you
the fight.
fucked up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you off your spot. They gonna trick you off your spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Stop. Y'all know
I like
what's going
that.
on. Y'all
I
know
like
how
that.
I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
Fans were already debating whether Roach's technical skills and sharp defense could expose Tank's weaknesses.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm assured.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that.
But before anyone could see the two square off in the ring, chaos broke out behind the scenes. Floyd Mayweather, Tank's former mentor, allegedly confronted him in a private gym session that turned violent. Multiple sources confirmed that the argument started over Tank's decision to retire at the peak of his career.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Floyd, who dedicated years to building Tank into the next big thing, felt betrayed and furious.
Tank Davis. He was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a multi-millionaire.
Things quickly escalated, and Floyd, known for his precision even outside the ring, landed punches that left Tank hospitalized. The injuries were serious enough to derail the fight with Roach entirely, leaving fans in disbelief and wondering if this was the final chapter in the Floyd-Tank saga.
Kill that motherfucker! When I catch you, motherfucker, I kill you, motherfucker! You crazy? I know the fuck these niggas playing with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. Fuck you up.
To understand why Floyd snapped, you have to go back to the complicated history between these two. Floyd Mayweather didn't just see Tank as a fighter. He saw him as his legacy. After dominating the sport himself, Floyd handpicked Gervonta to carry the torch, investing years into grooming him for stardom. From the flashy lifestyle to the undefeated record, Tank was supposed to be Floyd's living proof that his formula for success worked. But Tank's rise to fame and glory also came with problems.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was. For real? That's what I was told at the time. So
the two often clashed behind the scenes, with Tank feeling like Floyd was too controlling and Floyd believing Tank didn't appreciate his guidance.
What set you off that you was like, I gotta do that?
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
it. Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
Their relationship spiraled further when Tank began making decisions without Floyd's input, like firing longtime trainer Calvin Ford and replacing him with Derek James. That move alone created massive tension, but Tank's announcement that 2025 would be his final year in boxing sent Floyd over the edge.
Why are you retiring?
With trash.
What changed?
What made this shit trash, garbage?
if you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford and Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like like say you got a spark today.
For Floyd, Tank retiring wasn't just quitting. It was throwing away all the hard work, money, and connections Floyd had poured into him. And to make matters worse, Floyd believed Tank's decision would damage his own legacy as a promoter. That frustration boiled over, and Floyd's anger turned physical.
He's still in here. I know he has his big...
Tank on here?
Yeah, Tank. Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know. He might have bounced. I don't know. He might have bounced. He was only on for a second. Tank, you want to come in, Tank? Can I bring you in? I would love to bring you in. Only because I know for like the longest Tank has had an issue with fight hype, with me. Pull him in.
Hold on.
I don't know.
How do I do it? You gotta do
I think
it.
I
You
gotta
there.
do
Pull him in.
it. I don't know if he's still on here. Hold on, I gotta find him.
Before the fight got scrapped, the matchup between Tank and Lamont Roach was already under heavy scrutiny. While Roach didn't have the same star power as Tank's previous opponents, insiders knew he was a real threat. Roach's sharp counter-punching and disciplined defense had analysts warning that Tank would have to be at his absolute best to come out on top.
Are you retiring?
With trash.
What changed?
What made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with the
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford and or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might regain the love for it though? You never know. Like like you said, you got to squawk today.
But that's exactly why Floyd wanted this fight to happen. He saw it as a test that Tank might fail, especially with all the distractions surrounding his career. Many speculated that Floyd wanted to see Tank lose, not just as payback for their feud, but to prove that Tank couldn't thrive without him. It was less about boxing and more about control.
When Floyd left Bob Arum, it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just gonna say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own boss.
With the Roach fight off the table and Tank recovering from the attack, his future in the ring is more uncertain than ever. Fans are questioning whether Tank's decision to retire early is tied to this ongoing drama with Floyd. After all, Tank has always been vocal about wanting to take control of his career and escape Floyd's shadow. But walking away from the sport while still at his peak also risks leaving his legacy unfinished. While the Roach fight is officially off, rumors are swirling about a new potential opponent, Keyshawn Davis. Unlike Roach, Keyshawn brings both skill and hype, making it the kind of blockbuster fight that could cement Tank's legacy before he retires.
He may or may not fight guys like Shakur or Devin. What would his legacy be then in your eyes?
I think his legacy will be in his time, which he need to be respected for, that Tank did what most of the greats did in their time. One ballot, as far as I'm concerned, Hall of Famer. So based on that in his time, as far as his era, where it was loaded with fighters or fights and fighters that could have fought each other and they didn't. Every era has that same situation. I don't think that ever gonna go away or ever would be something dismissed from eras of conversation. But I think Tank Davis, understand his path and going to go by what he feels. Hey, he's young still, might change his mind, who knows? Something might happen in the next 1 or 2 fights where there's an automatic repeat or rewind of something spectacular on his way out.
And not to mention, this is the fight all fans and the pros want to see. But there's a twist. Floyd is rumored to be backing Keyshawn, potentially training him for the fight. If true, this isn't just business. It's personal. Floyd might be using Keyshawn as his final shot to take Tank down and prove once and for all that he's still the mastermind behind boxing's biggest stars.
you know, you stole the show. You know, I know it's, you know, you're the main event. You're supposed to, but you delivered.
Right.
And you, after it, you said, you know, knock, knock, Tank.
Yeah.
Knocking on the door. You came over here, said light skin. A lot of fight fans like when people call out and do things like that.
But only person that don't like it is him. He's kind of weird. But now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him, come on now. If I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody want to talk about Keyshawn. What if he touch you? What if I touch him? Yeah, okay. Come on.
Firing Calvin Ford may have seemed like a power move for Gervonta Davis at the time, but it's quickly backfired in the worst way possible. After getting cut loose, Ford didn't just walk away. He joined Mayweather Promotions, aligning himself with Tank's biggest rival, Floyd Mayweather. But why join Floyd's team? Word on the street is Ford might be feeling some type of way about Tank, especially after all the chaos lately, from legal drama to courtroom appearances and Tank's roller coaster personal life making headlines. Signing with Mayweather Promotions could be Ford's way of moving forward with a professional team that offers him stability, something Tank hasn't always been able to provide.
He didn't have a chance to focus 100% on boxing. You know, one day you're worried about the position that your family is in. You worried about your living conditions. So that's why, you know, fighters are not able to.
So how's Tank taking all this? Not well. No shocker there. Sources close to him say he feels straight up betrayed, seeing this as Ford officially siding with Floyd over him. Word is, Tank was already heated over whispers that Ford was slipping Floyd private training tips. And now, with this signing, it's like pouring salt on a fresh wound.
Calvin Ford, what does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that?
A father. Father. And then he's one of the guys that held a lot of this, like, this whole family together. Him with Kenny, but for sure, like, them two, they held the whole camp together, for sure.
Wouldn't be here without him? Would you say that? Without Calvin?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be here without him. Just off of the fact of when I was coming to the gym, I was getting that love that I ain't have at home type stuff. So it was always like, Calvin, saying I walked through the gym, Calvin, like, looking for him type stuff.
He told me he used to come to the gym and you'd be outside, sleep in front of the gym, in front of the door.
Yeah, I used to run from I go to school, and then from school, I go straight to the gym, don't tell my grandma or nothing.
So, what's next for Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather? Will Tank recover in time to take on Keyshawn Davis and silence his critics? Or will Floyd's latest attack be the final push that ends Tank's career for good? One thing's for sure, this isn't just a boxing rivalry anymore. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.